The seven-stage process is what we have broken down the entire mortgage transaction to be in seven very simple stages. The 7 stages are broken down in the first stage as the application taking or the starting of the application. What that is that I take the information from the borrower and we take all necessary information that would be needed to assess whether this borrower is qualified for a mortgage. Once we have all that information, it's entered into the loan origination software, our Encompass software. The second stage is pre-qualifying the mortgage. That pre-qualification process is actually the most thorough that I know of in this industry. We analyze all of the borrower's documents, we analyze all of the information that they had given us over the telephone or in person, and we make sure that it aligns with current lending guidelines. Once we know that it aligns with current lending guidelines, we then will issue a pre-approval on the mortgage, letting them and also the real estate agents involved with the transaction know that they are qualified for a mortgage at a certain amount. There's also a couple other things that happen in this stage. The stage 2 being the most important. We also decide on what kind of pricing and mortgage product the client sees sufficient for their particular situation and scenario. We will then draw up a loan packet that has all the necessary documents needed these days to move forward with the mortgage transaction. We will then meet with the client to review all of these documents so that they're in full understanding of the process and of the loan that they're taking. And then finally, we will get an appraisal ordered after this signed documentation is given back to us. We will order an appraisal to assess the value of the home so that we know that the product or the house that these people are trying to purchase or refinance is of value. Stage 3 is the processing of the actual file. Processing means that we're sending the loan documentation and the signed paperwork to our processor to prepare the file for underwriting. She gathers everything, stacks everything in the order that's needed so that it can be underwritten in the most streamlined manner possible. We then go to stage 4. Stage 4 is the underwriting and approval of the mortgage. During this stage, our underwriter reviews the loan documentation to make sure that everything aligns with current lending guidelines. Once this is done, we are issuing a commitment and approval on the loan with any outstanding conditions that are requested. We then go on to stage 5. During this stage, we're clearing all the outstanding conditions and the underwriter reviews and clears these conditions. Once done, the loan packet goes to the closing department, in which the closing department will finalize all of the necessary documentation to send over to the settlement agent so we can have our clients close on the mortgage. Stage 6 is then the clients actually sitting down and signing this documentation and finalizing all of the mortgage transaction. Stage 7 is the final stage of the process. Once all the documents are signed by the borrower, we will then wire all the funds to the settlement agent so that they can send those funds to the appropriate parties. Whether it be a purchase or whether it be a refinance, these funds are sent in a timely manner so we can complete the transaction.